Hi. It's good to see you. Um, the reason I decided to start talking about grief is because I live it every single day. And I know that so many of you do also. So tomorrow is August 15th, 2025. So for me and my precious, beautiful, cherished family, August 15th will mark the 1-year anniversary of when our Jonathan passed and met perfect peace with the God he adored and the God who adores him. And frankly, while we're at it, the God who adores you and who adores me. And I've been so reflective, especially over this past week. So many memories, right? So grateful, so grateful. I'm so grateful for the time that we got to spend together. Was it shorter than I wanted? Yes. But for whatever reason, it is what it is. One of Jonathan's favorite sayings, actually his favorite saying, it is what it is. I got one of those little wooden blocks, that have those sayings on it for him years ago, and I still have it here today. But what I wanted to talk about today is just when you're sharing with someone who is grieving, I want to encourage you to use the person's name that they are grieving about. I mean, my cousin Teresa, she just left me this amazing video message earlier today. And she said, I'm thinking about you, and I'm thinking about Jonathan, and I'm praying for you. And she shared some very special things. And when I responded back to her, one of the things I said to her was, thank you for saying his name. Because I think sometimes it's scary, right? And I get it. You guys, I get it. Sometimes it's hard to say the name of the person because you think to yourself, well, I don't want to bring up whatever, fill in the blank, memories or feelings or something that might make you feel hurt or sad. But here's the truth, you guys. When you say their name, it breathes life back into who they were and the person they were and the person they were to the person that you're trying to love. So I want to encourage you, say their name. Say their name, because for us, for me, when you talk to me or you call me or you send love and well wishes, which are so beautiful and so well received, and I just am so grateful for them. When you say Jonathan, it's not that it brings him back to life, of course, right? But it's the reality of who he was. And he was a person, and he had a name, and and he lived. And I get it. I do. Because I do. When, you feel like, oh, should I not say their name because I don't want to upset this person? I don't want to. Just don't overthink it. Especially if you knew the person. And even if you didn't, just the person that you do know, that you love, that might be mourning the loss of a loved one, say the name of the person they lost. Ask them to regale a memory or a story or something. Or if you have them personally, you do that. And I'm not like a huge believer in let's celebrate the anniversary of somebody's death, but it's the first year. And part of me is like, I made it. And I know how proud Jonathan is that I did. And those of you that knew him know, you know, you know. But even if you didn't know that person, just, I don't know. I don't even know if this is making any sense to you guys, and you can tell me, but use the person's name. You don't have to just say your person, your fiance, your mom, your sister, use their name, because not only did they exist, they do exist. And when you say their name, it hurt. Does it hurt? Of course it does. It's going to hurt anyway. Saying their name isn't the thing that hurts. Saying their name is the thing that allows there to be a personalization and a connectivity and just a love that will never, ever die. Because when the people that we love and care about die, and they do and they will, and I'm so sorry, that's true, but they do and they will, the way they still live and dance and laugh and smile in our hearts is when you say their name. So Jonathan, I miss you. You meant so much to me. And you meant so much to so many. And for those of you who knew him, you know, I know you have stories. Please tell them to me. Just use the person's name. Allow that piece of them to live on. It's not something that you need to feel afraid of. And okay, wait, let me just be honest here for a second. So when you do say their name to the person that you love, they may cry. They may cry. But they're not crying because you mentioned him or her. They're just crying in remembrance of the love that they shared with that person. And they're crying because, at least in my case, I can't speak for everybody, because you recognize that love that they shared. So just use their name. Humanize them. Bring it back in that sense of loving and leaning into all that we were all designed to be. I love you guys.